Holy cow, we got it to work. um, Alright, just hold on everybody. Holy cow. Oh man. Um, Whew. That was a headache. Alright. Still having a lot of issues though. It's just going in and out. I don't know what is exactly. Saw, how we doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm having lots of issues. The weather's been very crappy up here the last day and a half. So yeah, it's. I'll explain everything once I check a few things, but I don't know how clean this is going to be in terms of a stream, unfortunately. Oh man. Alright. At least it's working. But alright. So yeah, we're playing as Durthu on some Mortal Empires. Where there he is. Yeah, very hard, very hard, very hard. And we're just gonna jump on in since I'm already about 35 minutes behind. Yeah, I don't know what technically was going on. My OBS was having a lot of issues. Hello, Saw. How we doing, man? Thank you for being here. But oh man, my OBS in terms of like scheduling a stream wasn't working. And I know I set it up last night, and it's had issues where I've done that before. Where if I've waited too long, it's like it times out. I don't know if that's technically what's going on, but it essentially has issues with communicating to YouTube after that. And my bitrate was at 0. It just kept dropping, and it just was not good. And so I canceled the stream, tried to like schedule another one, and it kept giving me an error. And so the only thing I did differently was I just like went live on YouTube and then connected. Like I usually do OBS and then YouTube. This time I did YouTube to OBS, and it apparently that fixed it. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't understand what suddenly changed, but I apologize, Adam and Wyvern and Styric. Hopefully you guys will be able to make it back. But yeah, holy cow. So it says hello. Also subbed and doing my bit for lemons all over the world. Well, hey, thank you, Sal, for the subscription, man. I hope you're ready for some Wood Elf action here. Are any of these... Okay, there's an all province. Local. Nope. That's alright. Let me... I need to do a few things here. Sorry, I'm running behind now. And trying to fix things. I'm forgetting a few things that I usually put in. Just 1 second. The thing I'm working on now is the Discord link for my channel. Alright. So yeah, Saw and anyone potentially watching in the background, that is the Discord link for my channel. It's where I post upload updates and all that good jazz. So if you want to stay up to date, there's the link for that. That's where I post a lot of my information. That's not terrible necessarily. I don't want that though. Yep, that's fine. Oh, that's my... Hey, welcome, Saw. Thank you, buddy, for joining. Alright, let's get into the stream, shall we? Thank you, Saw, for being here. I do appreciate that. Alright. That would be good. Right. So yeah, we want growth and walls, I think. 4,000. And yeah, we'll jump into this battle. It's alright. Won't be able to use him in this fight. Unfortunate, but let's get this fight done. Stark says, yeah, hey everyone, it's good to have you here, guys. Alright, we'll jump on in. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. But yeah, welcome everyone back. So I made this, I'm thinking what happened, I made this stream yesterday, like the scheduled stream, and I think it essentially just timed itself out. I don't know if that's a thing. But my OBS kept giving me like failed message, like failed to connect a YouTube with itself, and then it was still like creating the stream though. It just wasn't. It was like a bug stream basically, and so it wasn't actually working even though it was creating a stream for me. And so instead of going from OBS to YouTube, I went from YouTube, like I just went to YouTube and went to and went live, and it worked. I don't know. My frames are fine. Everything's all good. I don't know. I've never had that issue, but it's fixed now. So yeah. Adam says after that fiasco, I'm making a bot to dislike all your vids. It's understandable. I can't blame you. All right. Saw says Adam Lacey just breathe into the paper bag. But yeah, it's good to have you guys here. And after the high elf, the last high elf campaign, I want to take a little bit of time here and just apologize to everyone. Yes, I am tired from work a lot, but that's not an excuse to have the attitude I've been having with my streams. That's not the environment I want to have on the channel, and I need to be better about that. So, and with everything Warhammer 3 coming out soon, let's just, you know, I'm gonna be better, and let's just focus on stuff that I actually enjoy and will make good content on. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And just kind of move on. Oh, damn it. Move on from the last few streams, because they've definitely been the worst streams I've had. Not in terms of like views, but just my attitude and everything. And it has not been fun to watch. I went back and was like listening to myself on a few of them, and I'm not enjoyable in those streams. Toilet meme incoming. Madeline Pledge after work. No bueno. Yeah. 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 Don't think, unless I get off work super early, I don't see myself streaming again after work, because especially like late in the week, I'm too tired. I'm literally drained. I just do not have the energy for it, and I can't do that. So, Adam says self-awareness is an important skill, Mr. Lemon. Yeah, well, for me, like, I enjoy this game. I really do. And the Alariel campaign, and I don't even remember the last campaign before that, but most of my campaigns, like, when I get done, I feel great about it, right? I'm like, okay, that was a really good stream, had great, you know, great chat, all that kind of stuff. Like, everybody was fun, it was enjoyable, you know, it was a good time. And the last few streams now, I've just been like, I did not have that feeling. I got done streaming like, my god, that was a bear. Like, thinking, like, just from playing it, I'm like, I did not enjoy that. I can't imagine people enjoyed listening to me, that kind of thing. And that is just, that's something I'm glad it happened now and not later on, because that is something I never want to have happen again on the channel. So, Cyrus says this job takes a lot out of you. Trust me, I know that. Yeah, and Friday, like, Friday was a rough day at work. Yesterday was a really easy day. It was super short. It was good to relax and unwind. But yeah, Saturday more or less just dealt with some very rude people, and it just got to me a little bit. But I was like, and that's why I streamed, because I did have such a kind of a bad day at work, and I was like, well, maybe, you know, the stream will help me cheer up a little bit, you know. And I just yeah, it just did not work out that way. And so yeah, we're just gonna play things that I really enjoy playing, even though it may not be the majority of the community what they enjoy watching, but I enjoy it. And we're gonna get through peak season. I'm gonna get through peak season, and that way when I stream, I'm happy, I enjoy what I'm playing, and we're just gonna roll with it. So Starrick says, I enjoyed them, but then again, I'm a bit strange anyway. You're good, buddy. But yeah, more or less, I apologize about the later start. I've never had such an issue with OBS. I don't know what happened, whether company. Yes, it is. Take the money. And now we're having issues. But yes, this is, in case it glitched out there, Styric, this is my first peak season like ever. So it's, which we're definitely getting through it. It's, you know, it's a grind though, you know, it's definitely a grind. So you guys may judge me here first, but we're actually going to get rid of the dryads to start with. Yeah, and get some archers. We'll get the trees eventually, just not right now. These guys are just too expensive and we don't need them right now either. Yes, please. Good stuff. And we will check diplomacy. Cyrus says, "Oh, I kind of thought so." Yeah, like I'm getting. I mean, we're halfway through it, right? And I'm used to it. Like I don't mind the long hours because I enjoy the paychecks. But it's just at the end of the week, I'm like, oh, you know, it's kind of towards the end of the week. Like let's unwind a little bit, you know, play some Warhammer 2. But I'm so drained. But I think the biggest thing, like for this weekend, was we ended up going out.
No, I will not shame
last
my
night
plan.
we went to a hockey game and just kind of unwinded, had fun with friends. We moved some stuff, and now I'm just in a better mood. Like that's what it comes down to. Is I'm just in a better mood today. So, all right, we'll carry on. Eduardo, hey, welcome to the stream. That's Steph, new name. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. He says, which faction has the strongest melee units for you? If I were to consistently use them, I guess it depends what your... It depends on your own interpretation of strong. If you're just going for... If you're just looking at, like, straight up stats, probably dwarves. You know, you could definitely throw that in there. But if you're thinking like stats and resistances, I'd say wood elves, like the blade singers and where are they? The sisters of the thorn, the zotes. All of them can get some pretty good resistances. So, okay, we're gonna need few more units here first, I think. Put in some walls. Good.
Mage of the Faithful.
Just keep increasing our wins. And we'll carry on. Sark says, I know about all the crap you go through, but I just kind of breezed through the bullshit and just ignore it. Yeah. Like mine, it was just... So like it was a long week, right? Like it usually is right now. And at like 8:30 in the morning, this customer called. I was doing some extra deliveries in the morning before the plane came in because, you know, we just had time to kill basically. And this guy's friend was at his house. Okay, I attacked them though. All right, we'll be fine. A little cheese will happen here. More or less. So this guy's friend works for USPS. I was delivering to this guy's house, and it was a DSR, so it was the direct signature required. So somebody like at the house, the residence, has to be there to sign for the package. Like, it can't be some random person. It has to be someone who lives at the residence, or someone who's like actually there, not someone who pulls up, which is what this guy's friend did, right? And so he's on the phone with his friend, and he's being polite at first. He's explaining like, hey, like, I'm at work, like, I can't meet you and get this stuff done. Just leave the package here. And I can't do that. It's not illegal for me to do, but it's against company policy to just leave a direct signature package there without actually getting the signature, right? That's the whole point of it. Anyway, so I'm explaining to this guy, which he had options. He could have redirected the package. He could have done a lot of things. I explained that to him, and basically it was like, well, I already spent the money to get shipped. I'm not going to do that. And I told him, like, well, I'm sorry if you're not going to do that. I can't help you. And he just started cussing me out, telling me, F you, this is effing BS. Like, I did my part. Why can't you do your job? That kind of thing. And it was like 8:30 in the morning, and it just, after a long week, it was just not, it was just not what I wanted to have. And so that's why I was like, Friday night, like, let's play some Warhammer, let's relax. And it just, the campaign did not go well. The internet was another issue. Like, it was very frustrating, and yeah. Alright. So, and after that, I was talking to my fiance about it, like, and just trying to figure out, like, what's going on? Like, what is wrong, like, with this picture, basically? Like, what's going on? What is going on so differently? And, it's just, I need to be better, and I can't bring those things from work to the stream. So, I need to be better with that, and that's why moving forward, there's going to be it's just going to be better. I'm going to be better about it. I'm not going to let those work-related things affect the streams anymore. It's just not worth it, and the only person it's going to affect is me, and it's not going to be in a positive light. So yeah, we're just not going to let that happen anymore. Cedric says, right, you can't do a drive release on it. Adam says Chaos has the strongest melee. Probably, yeah. Again, it just depends what you're looking at in terms of, like, stats, whether it's stats, resistances. It just all depends. Which I personally would rather have resistances. Like, I mean, you do need certain, attributes, right? But I mean, you can make a average unit be really good if it has really high resistances. So it just depends. All right, 40. Oh wow, they can actually outrun me. They're fighting. They're holding the line really well. Shoot those guys.
At once! Straight away!
Oh yeah.
Get ready!
Good stuff. Which we gotta kill every last one of them because they are unbreakable. Good. Alright, shoot him. Good stuff. Alright, you guys gotta get out of there. But yeah, it was just. I'm glad it happened now though, versus like when Warhammer 3 and all that stuff was coming out, because like better to have it happen now than when new stuff is coming out and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunate that you guys had to deal with that, and again I'm sorry for that. I'm not particularly proud of myself for that, because I didn't want to have a rage quit stream so early into my me having a channel, but it happened. Learn from it. We're gonna be better for it, so that's what matters. Good. Alright. Shoot those guys.
Children of Athelred! Glade guard!
Alright, man. Come on. Oh, he's fighting the Slayers. That's why he's taking so much damage.
Defenders of Athelred!
Wild riders!
Good.
Glade guard! Dauntless Everett!
Good.
For Isha! And speed! Foes of Athelred! Glade guard!
Just get his attention.
Stand your ground! Attack! Glade guard!
There we go. I think that's the army losses. Yep. Whew. Not pretty. But it's better than a Pyrrhic victory. Anon says playing. Hey, Anon, how we doing, buddy? It says playing as Tree Healer today. How do you plan on expanding since they are a tall faction in a game that rewards wide factions? It'll be interesting. We're gonna work on cleansing out all the forest first, and I don't know actually where I'm gonna try and merge things. Yeah. Just generally, like right now, I'm thinking we start in Lustria and deal with that area, just because of all the trees. We'll have better not better campaigns, better battles that way. All right. I don't know. Yeah, do the growth. This is going to try to confederate Draca question mark. I don't remember, but I think Durthu is the only wood elf that can confederate all their legendary lords due to Draca's personality, but I could be wrong. I don't really know. Draca doesn't really float my boat. She pisses me off a lot, really. And she's really not that essential, so I don't know. Because the big ones I like getting. Where are they? the Winds of Magic one for the guy in Vale, the campaign movement range, and then the replenishment rate are the ones I really go towards. Like the other ones, they're just, I mean, it all depends. And also, she's a good caster and Codell is good. Her faction is what isn't very good. Yeah, her faction overall, oh man, as a Wood Elf like faction, literally is the worst one. She's supposed to boost like trees and monsters and that kind of thing, and she doesn't have access to spell weavers. She doesn't yeah, for getting like treemen at tier 3 and all that, I'll show on the campaign map like the good and bad about that, right? But more or less, like you take away the tier 5 aspect where you can't keep increasing your or not the tier 5, the tier 3. You can't. She limits the amount of branch rates that you can recruit because it only goes to tier 3
Our bows are yours.
instead of tier 5, and so you're missing out on that, and like just not my cup of tea, like at all. Really wish I had some life magic though, but it's okay. Let's actually put you back behind here. What else says, right? Her building tree is poorly designed. Yeah, like literally, even Orion's faction mechanics and like building stuff is better than Dryka's. Like literally any other, like a basic treeman lord, I would rather have a basic like basically like Alistair the White Lion. I'd rather have him be, you know, if he was a Wood Elf, would rather be like a sub-legendary lord, be the faction leader, rather than Dryka, because of how bad she is.
Ready and able.
Alright, that should be...
Blade guard. Cease fire.
Oh my gosh, come on. Dude, take the loss.
No.
There we go.
At once. With haste. The forest wills it.
Oh man.
It is done.
Take the freaking loss. He's resisting all of it.
Bowman ready.
Jeepers.
Swiftly. At pace.
Alright, good stuff. But yeah, Eduardo, I think that's, yeah, Ardo, welcome to the stream, man. It's good to have you. I'm glad, if you're still here, with us, how did you find the channel? I'm curious to know. And it says, as a legendary lord, I think she's okay. Nowhere near as bad as Thog or Nakai if you confederate her. Starting off as her, the monster recruitment, missing buildings, and high upkeep is plain bad with no upside. Yeah. And, like, being by the vampire counts and, like the Empire, and then eventually like the Chaos Invasion. It's just her position is really rough, and her limits, like you can't do the knowledgeable farming either, and it's just unless this Trish probably has a better faction mechanic than she does. I honestly would agree. Good. Cause yeah, she just, and like it takes her initial like province there. I tried playing as her in a campaign, right? And it's kind of like Marathi's campaign, where you like if a bunch like if something happens, you can't get to the other settlement quick enough to deal with it. So yeah, right here, this chain right here, right, where you can like increase your capacity, like right here for another one, like 1 and then 2. Like hers stops right here, so you only get 1 branch wraith. And so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's, so we probably only get like 12 to 15 instead of like 20. What was that? So if there's 12, you know, 24. So you're reducing your limit of branch wraiths by half. Yeah, get out of here. And it's just, yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. Good. Oh, no. Earthblood. Good. Yeah, we'll save up some money now. So typically,
Valiant Lord.
if he leaves, we have a punching bag. We're gonna have to save some money though, because we need to get this up to tier 2. But Wyvern saw Adam. I think all of you guys streamed today. I hope your streams went well. I think you guys are done streaming. Sorry, I should have checked before I said that. Yeah. Oh, Saw's actually streaming here quickly with some Skyrim. So, actually, sorry, I need to check one thing here. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I did take the other crappy one off. I'm just gonna refresh my YouTube studio. Yeah, that's what I don't get is like the internet. It was basically saying I was connected to no internet. Like my bitrate was 0 the entire time after I went live, and it just made no sense that I changed one little thing and now it's working. Like I don't know. But Adam says it went well. Good. I noticed you guys didn't quite hit the 12-hour mark today. But it's good to hear that it went well. Let's see. Yeah, do the same thing. Come down here, get the missile strength, and then we'll come back up here. Adam says no, Wyvern has become weak. Hey man, I can't say too much, since I had more or less a not a, I won't say call it a breakdown with the Alariel campaign, but man, these are just costing me so much money. Well, not the Treekin necessarily, but these Wild Riders are. Yeah, we'll be okay. Okay. But yeah, Cyrek, I hope your peak season is going by faster than mine is so far. I'm just drained. Like yesterday at work, there was basically no reason for us to go into work. The plane came in on time, which was great, but take the money. There was no need for us to come in. Like where I go in terms of like my route is on a fort. And so all my businesses were closed yesterday. I had like 25 stops. Got done in like 2 hours. And like I was joking with my buddy. I was wishing we were gonna get a text like, hey, like it's a light day, just come in early on Monday kind of thing, but it's alright.
Yes.
Good. Sarah says, nah, that's just the way it is. It drags on forever. Yeah. It's kind of what I'm feeling. I wonder. Before I do it, let me know, guys. If I declare war on Paravan and go into ambush stance, will they come in here and try and attack me? Because they have a full stack sitting right here. And
No.
these guys won't come in here anymore.
Talk at me and your crew.
So I'm thinking Adam, maybe Anon, you guys might know if these guys will be dumb enough to come in here, because I could catch them in an ambush. I'm just worried that if I declare war on them, they'll just sit there and not do anything, basically. It says I don't think they usually do. Okay. Who are they at war with?
Only the
Nobody.
companions of all.
And they hate me. We'll test it out. Can I reach there next turn? Yeah.
Protector of the realm.
I reckon we could beat that actually in a siege. Because he essentially has... He can constantly keep using this.
Honor before glory.
We'll just wait it out and see what happens. If they ever like leave this, we'll definitely attack that. Because they will try and take Paravan back, which, then we can try and ambush them. Okay. Like that. Boom. And also, one thing I figured out while the internet went to crap on me. That money would be nice. So, because I was wondering in terms of like my settings, right? Like I talked to the store that I got my setup from and everything. They're like, oh yeah, it'll handle it fine, because like I can play if I play by myself, right, I can turn everything up to ultra and it's fine. But as soon as I
will strike you
stream
down,
it, it has
scum.
issues. And so I was looking into why, and I looked at the like the actual internet. So my computer can handle 3 gigahertz a second. My internet can only handle like 2.2, 2.4. So it makes a lot of sense now on, you know, my system, everything can handle it. The internet is holding me back in terms of graphics and all that kind of stuff. Starrick says, we are having to work Saturdays. It's mandatory except for certain people, which pisses me off. I'm guessing it's his oral skills that lets him not to have to come in. Of course, though, when I didn't come in one Saturday, I got suspended. Ours is mandatory as well, which, like, I get it, but like yesterday there was no need to send that plane. The only reason I think they did was because when I was looking at some of the packages that I was taking, the stuff was from like days throughout the week, so it wasn't like we were getting stuff from like for this coming week yet. So I understand that they were just getting everything else shipped out to us, but man, like there was no need for us to go in. Let's see. Tell you what, you'll generate wins for us being in the trees. Yeah. Durthu can come over here. I think what I did, I played Durthu a long time ago, and in this siege, I think, you know, just cheese it a little bit. Obviously, you hide everything other than Durthu and put him over here. Yeah. And just send him in, basically. Yeah. But luckily, we got 2 weeks to go, and yeah, 2 weeks to go, and then we're done. Well, you know, peak season, that is. 2 more weeks. Alright. Get you as close as possible. Everybody is hiding. Okay. Yep. Good. Sorry, says hello. Try not to think of how long you have. Trust me, it doesn't help. Yeah. I'm really bad at doing that. Which I don't mind. Like, I really don't mind, like, the long hours. Like, it's more money for me, right? Like, bring it on. It's totally fine. It's just, like, I'm getting to the point now where I'm so, like, I'm just beat by, like, Tuesday every week. And then it's people like that guy on Friday that, you know, it's like the little things that I'd normally just, like, oh, you know, like, whatever. Like, he's just being a dick. Like, you know, it's literally not worth losing my job over kind of thing. And then it's those moments where you know, you're just, it's like, dude, just say one more thing. and you know, because I have another person too I have to deal with at work where she's just literally a nightmare. That's all I can say. She's a nightmare. It's a business I have to deliver to, and it's just like my job basically should revolve around her schedule, kind of thing. It's how she looks at the world, and if I don't cater to her needs, then I'm the one not doing my job, and oh man. Stark says, yeah, but it's not the hours, it's the stuff you have to put up with. 100%. Like, I've worked long hours at other jobs before. I can get through that. It's just, you know, the occasional, oh yeah, the plane's going to be super late. You know, it really wouldn't be that bad of a day, but the plane showed up 2 hours late, you know, or something like that. And you're like, okay, like, understand, like, things happen, especially here in Alaska. Like, so 4 or 5 days ago, it was like 24, 25 degrees. Really weird. Today is negative 25. The next 3 days, the low is like negative 33, negative 35. And it's like, oh man. It's just, it's dealing with the long hours, the weather, people being, you know, rude, that kind of stuff. One says, have you ever watched the video Ravendill's Quest? It's a fan-made video using footage from an old Warhammer strategy game with a very memorable scene of a dwarf trash-talking an elf. I have never even heard of that. That's interesting. Sarah says, we've already had like 3 fights in the building in the last 2 weeks. I find it amusing. That is one thing I will say about our place here in Fairbanks is, like, our manager is really understanding. He himself was a courier, so he understands a lot of it. And a lot of people, like, everyone's burnt out, everyone's tired, but everyone understands that. Like, everyone understands that each individual route has their own, like, pros and cons, right? Like, my route, I have a bunch of stops every single day. I have a ton of packages every single day, but I have like 2 or 3 businesses that take like 30% of my truck. So my truck is always super full. It always looks like a nightmare, but I still get done like 7, 8 p.m., 11-hour days-ish. So, but then you'll have people that go out in the country that, you know, you look at their truck and they only have like 40 stops. But like 40 stops for them is like a 250 package, like 140 stop day for me. Because I can do like 30, 40 stops an hour, and they can only do like 5, maybe 8 stops. And so that everyone kind of has that basic understanding, and they're not looking at like, well, it's not fair that, you know, Styric only has 30 stops and I have 150 kind of thing. Like, nobody has that attitude kind of thing. And so it's really, it's the atmosphere I've been looking for in a like coworkers, where everyone's, you know, on the same page, everyone understands. It's not a me comparing yourself to other people kind of thing. Like, everyone understands that this sucks and we're just trying to get through it. And so that like basic kind of togetherness, where it's not, you know, it's not like, well, it's not fair kind of thing. Like, no, it's not fair for anyone to be working 60 hours a week, week after week after week. So just, everyone's just like, basically, shut up, we're gonna get through it, it's gonna be okay, that kind of thing. Cyrus says, well, that's the problem here. None of our management have ever done any of the jobs they're in charge of, and they have no idea. That's very frustrating, which I'm very lucky. Our boss at our warehouse is very knowledgeable of what we go through. They're not, you know, like for our situation, our size, right? Our like traveling manager was in last week, and the first week of December, for our small operation, we did like 22,000 packages that week, which is insane. And you know, like, obviously, you know, it's like, oh, you know, thank you for doing so much. Like, we understand that, but like, you know, that wouldn't be possible if we were at each other's throats. But in your case, Cyrus, that sucks, man. I've had jobs like that already, even at my age, where, especially when I was working retail during COVID, where they're just like, oh, like, you know, you're fine. My HR, my previous job, my HR rep was terrible, and I was working like 60 to 65 hours a week, you know, with no end in sight. And she was coming in late, left early kind of thing, didn't offer to stick around to help when it was busy. And so we, like, me and a few other guys, like, we like called a meeting with HR and like our manager, and was like, something's got to change, like, get more help, you know, like, just incentivize people to start working here because we need the help. We cannot keep doing this. We're burnt out. Then there are only like 3 or 4 of us doing all this extra work, and the HR rep came back at me and was like, well, I don't know why, like, you guys are complaining too much. You're obviously getting paid the overtime. Like, you're probably going to make more than me, you know, like, from week to week. And I was bringing in, like, close to $2,000 every 2 weeks with a job. I wasn't getting paid very much. But I was like, yeah, you're working, like, 30 hours a week. I'm working almost 70 every week. And I'm still not making more than you. So just, like, basically shut up. Like, your argument saying, like, you're being compensated for your overtime is a bunch of crap. And that, she just was a terrible HR rep, like, basically telling us to suck it up because we're getting paid overtime for it. Like, just shut up. Like, that is not what we called this meeting here for. Manon says, I'm glad I have a job that lets me work from home. When I do go in, it's only for half a day. Because my client imposed a vaccine mandate, and the toxic people decided to quit instead of getting the shot. There's talk of within FedEx that masks will become mandated everywhere, like in the facility, the warehouse, and like, I'm vaccinated, so it doesn't, you know, it's not a big deal. But if I wasn't vaccinated, just personally, I'd probably get a different job, because it's not that, like, you know, do what you want, but right now, like in the US, which, you know, the vaccine is not a cure, right? Like, I understand that, and some people don't, and that's, you know, it is what it is, you know. But the fact that they're like, oh, you know, every time it's like, oh yeah, this booster is going to be it for you, you know, you're going to be fine, or you need this vaccine with it now, whatever. Basically how I'm looking at it is, like, I took the bait the first time, and I'm not going to keep getting vaccine after vaccine after vaccine for this thing, especially at my age and health. Like, I'm going to be okay. And, you know, I'm vaccinated now, so it is what it is. But if I was, basically, I'm saying if I was unvaccinated, my job told me, like, sorry, you need to get vaccinated or you're out of a job, I'd be like, all right, give me my severance, I'm out. But yeah, that's all I'm saying on that. Because like Adam just said, it's a touchy subject, and to his or her own in terms of what they view as the right thing to do. You know, it's each person's body, so do with what you will. Sarah says, our building, holy cow, I can't even imagine you guys doing, or ours doing even close to that. But granted, we also only have like 12 couriers, So like my route, Styric, like for me to have 250 packages is like basically the most someone will take out every day. It's up there, like top 3 in terms of packages. But I mean, we're doing like in total like 2,500 packages a day, which I know doesn't add up, but like on average it's about 2,500 a day. Now it says, let me play. Something to learn now is that HR is never on the employee side. They exist to protect the company from lawsuits. Yeah. Which, like, this HR rep, for, like, as I was with this company, like, I was learning, like, everyone's story, basically, and how she got the HR job was a bunch of crap, if you ask me. So, you know, it is what it is. They were not trained in HR, basically, and yeah, just she knew whose asses to kiss, for sure. Base limit, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what'll happen. We'll see what happens with everything. Right now, though, it's just really I'm more worried about if like FedEx requires like the vaccine, right? Whether the vaccine and the booster or just the vaccine, you know, whatever it may be. Like since I have the vaccine, like okay, you know, I'm more worried about the other people that don't want to get it. And what it'll do, because we're already understaffed by like 8 people, and so I'm more worried about what's gonna happen. You know, if people leave because they don't want to get or wear the not a vaccine mandate, a mask mandate. Sorry, the mask mandate out at like if you're in a FedEx building, have to wear a mask basically. I'm more worried about that if people are like, I'm not wearing a mask and you can't make me, so I quit. We don't have the like we don't have the extra help for people to be like, oh, like, so, you know, Adam quit today, like, oh, that sucks, you know, throw in the next guy. Like, we are nowhere close to that in terms of employee help. And so that's really what concerns me with it. Like, I understand where people are coming from, that kind of thing. And so I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, I'm pretty nervous, because like you know, we all have long hours now. I can't imagine what it could be like. And also says, even if trained, I've never found HR to be helpful. The opposite is more true. In one case, I found out the company was doing something illegal and reported it to HR. HR told my boss, and I was fired. Wow. And also says, jokes on them, though. I went to the feds and spent 3 hours telling them everything they needed to build a case. I mean, that's good in that regards, but man, I'm sure, actually, Anon, if I wanted to, I could have done the same thing to this company. So this actually happened to me. My girlfriend, like my fiance now, girlfriend at the time, went to Alabama, right? And this was like basically like baby stages of COVID. Starker says, alright guys, I have to head out now. Lemon pledge, you will make it through it. Don't worry, everyone. Have a great night. Hey, thank you, Starker, for stopping by, man. I know it only says I have one person watching here, but obviously that's not true. So thank you, Styric. I know you're tired. I'm tired. So thank you for stopping by, man. I hope you have a good week. But anyway, so yeah, my fiance, now girlfriend at the time, some of her friends went down to Alabama, early parts of COVID. They came back and they started, a lot of reports of COVID, like the symptoms, all that stuff was coming out, right? And they, lost their sense of smell, taste. It was very evident that they had COVID. Some of them got tested positive, and so it was just my fiance didn't get tested, but she did like a quarantine. Anyway, just it was obvious, like she had it, and we're like 99% sure she gave it to me. Ironhead is here. How we doing, Ironhead? It's good to see you here, buddy. And per company policy, I reported it to my boss. It was being like, our company was advertising how they were taking all of these steps, to ensure that they were limiting the spread of COVID as much as possible, doing this, doing that, made it, company policy, like if you do show symptoms, you have to get tested, all this kind of stuff, right? And so fortunately for me, like my fiance was like bedridden, like it was terrible. She was struggling. For me, I lost my sense of taste, smell, and my voice. It just sounded like I had a cold. Like my voice, cracked. Sounded like I had a stuffed up nose the whole time, right? And so, per company policy, I did what, I was, what the heck? I did what I was expected to do. I told my boss, right? I was like, hey, like, my fiance was with friends. She tested, or, I ended up telling her that she tested positive, even though she didn't get tested, smack my wrist, whatever. Anyway, like she and her friends went down before they knew COVID was a really bad thing, and several of her friends tested positive. I'm displaying results, like, what do you want me to do, kind of thing. And my boss is like, well, how do you feel? Like, do you feel okay? Do you feel like you can work? And I was like, yes, I can feel like I can work, but like I, can potentially, I worked in retail. It was like I worked at a grocery store. And so I was like, I could easily, like, I'm going to be fine, and I was, obviously. But, I could easily spread this to people. And they, between my boss and HR, they told me, like, well, we need you to work, so if you can work, we need you to keep coming in and just don't tell anybody anything. They're like, unless you go and, test positive and like actually do a test yourself, like, just keep coming into work and don't tell anybody. Which then our like CEO was like sending us the company-wide like videos or updates basically on like what we're doing company-wise, that kind of stuff. And it was like, if you start displaying symptoms, tell your boss, your HR right away, take care of yourself, that kind of thing. If something goes wrong, report it basically. And I was like, I didn't end up doing it, like reporting it to higher up, but I was like, I could go to, I was in small town Iowa at the time, like, I could go and like report this and just wreck this store and like tell people. And then a similar event happened where there was still the 6 feet of contact with someone like for more than 15 minutes, right? And one of my coworkers, who numerous of us came in contact with throughout several periods of the day, where it was definitely more than 15 minutes. Like, got it from her kid, tested positive, she was out for 2 weeks. Well, per company policy at that time, you know, if you came in contact with someone that tested positive, all of those people were supposed to be quarantined for 2 weeks and like get tested themselves. And so it was supposed to be like 15 of us that were just like, all right, like you came in contact with so and so, like per company policy, you have to go get tested, right? Our CEO was blasting commercials saying how we were doing this, doing that, you know, taking all these precautions with COVID, you know, and all this stuff, and none of us were allowed to go get tested. Like, you know, they weren't getting people hired, so it was basically gonna like shut down the store because so many people were gonna have to go out and wait to get, and this was before rapid testing, so everyone was gonna have to wait at least like 3 to 5 days to get their test back, all that kind of jazz, and it just was not gonna be a good thing, more or less. And they're like, yep, just basically, you know, don't say anything, you know, like, we know it sucks, we know we should tell people, that kind of thing, but none of you are getting tested. And like, so yeah, between those two stories, I was like, yeah. Iron says, I heard you are busy this month. Very. A lot of long hours. I work for FedEx Express now, and it's 6 days a week, whole month of December, and it's a grind, man. It really is. But yeah, but on the other side, like, that's one company, but you have like my current company now, like FedEx. Like, if you start displaying symptoms, you're gone. Like, you're not welcome in the building. Like, you have to go get tested, all that kind of stuff, right? They don't mess with it. So like, I had that experience with that one company. It's not obviously universal across America, basically, right? Like, other companies take it a lot more seriously than that specific company. But you know, like, they did end up changing their policy where at first it was like you could only get a test done if like your boss told you to, basically. And then they changed it where anyone at any time could go get tested if they wanted to, but they weren't gonna like force people to get tested anymore. So if you did get tested, yep, you had to quarantine until your test came back, and then depending on your results, you know, whether you quarantine longer or not. But they changed that away. That way because people essentially cheating the system was like, oh, I have COVID symptoms, I'm out for 2 weeks, that kind of thing. Because the company made me get tested, so I have to quarantine, that kind of thing. And so in order to combat people cheating the system like that to avoid work, they're like, okay, we're not gonna like make people get tested, but if you do get tested, then you do have to quarantine. So it essentially became optional. For people to take the test, you know. Manon says, in my case, my old company was violating export laws in order to hide a bribe to another company so the foreign CEO could join the other company after he retires. Yikes. Manon says, part of my job was export control, so it didn't take me long to find out any legal export was made. The kicker was they didn't need to do the illegal export. There was a process to make it legal. That's just on their end of things, and that's just laziness. Iron says that HR is there to protect the company, not the staff. Yeah. I'm very fortunate now to be with the company I am currently with. Our like HR rep came up here not too long ago. It was actually 2 weeks ago. It was literally like, whatever you need during this time, we understand you're understaffed, you're working long hours. Tell us what you need. We'll see what we can do to make it happen. FedEx is definitely a company I enjoy working for. Outside of, you know, the benefits and pay, like just the general attitude it has towards its employees is actually genuine and not just something, you know, they advertise to try and get people to come in and work, and then they actually show you their true colors kind of thing. They sincerely do care about their employees. Of course, you know, I've heard stories already of things that have happened, but you know, any company is gonna have those. So, you know, by and large, I'm very happy with where I'm at. And it says, by firing me after reporting the 2 felony crimes, they also violated the federal whistleblower protection law, and the FBI had another crime to charge them with. That's funny. Funny against them, not funny that, you know, you lost your job, obviously. Iron says, Activision Blizzard is a great example of a company that disregards their employees. I've never heard of that company. But, you know, if you want to, Ironhead, feel free to share your knowledge. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. I know it's a later stream, and it's, you know, obviously Sunday, so thank you guys for being here tonight. Anyone who may be listening in the background, or actually here viewing the stream live, thank you all for the support. Adam says, is that a Kappa? And says, it worked out in the end. I'm in a much better place now. Good. Which I'm the same way. I had, like, right out of college, I had a lot of bad places I worked for that just did not treat their employees well, and I'm finally, you know, 4 years after college in a place where I'm actually happy. Adams has never heard of Activision Blizzard and their mommy milk addiction. No, I have not. I'm kind of scared to find out, to be honest. Right. Iron says, oh really, hell is going loose on Activision Blizzard. Sexual harassment, silencing staff, unequal pay between men and women. Rape. CEO knew about it, and they hid it from their investors. Holy cow. Yeah, that company's going under. Oh yeah, I imagine there's lawsuits left and right for that company right now. Jesus.
Glade Guard! Bowman, ready! Tireless!
He doesn't even know who Activision Blizzard is. Sorry. And it says it's gross. Mothers who worked there would pump and store the milk for their babies to drink later. The milk was stolen from the fridge. Ew. Good lord. Ugh. That's cringeworthy. Oh man.
As you say.
Oh man. That's so bad. Like, that's so bad.
With haste! With haste! Immediately! Glade Guard! They will die!
Also, like, as a CEO, or like anyone in that situation that you find out about this, stuff, right?
Defenders of Athelry!
Like,
Immediately!
just have some amount of morals and like basic human decency, and you'll realize like, hey, we should not steal women's breast milk and try and sell it like black market style.
This instant!
This sounds wrong. Maybe we shouldn't try and sell stolen breast milk.
This instant!
Oh man.
Glade guard! To the enemy!
Iron says some male staff would fart in the face of women workers. Some people get thirsty. I can't blame them. Iron says irony is Blizzard before Activision bought it was the ideal gamer company that everyone wanted to work at. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Was Activision was a gaming company. That's why I was confused. I was like, I didn't realize Activision dealt with breast milk. That's why I was confused at first. I was like, well, if it's the Activision that I'm familiar with, like, they don't deal with, you know, breast milk kind of thing. Alright, shoot their lord. Activision, Ubisoft, and EA are trash companies. They have been for decades. I don't see why anyone would want to work there. Yeah, no kidding. Especially if they're... I mean, I guess at the time they may not have known like stuff like that was happening. But yeah, like... It's one thing, like... You gotta be proud of like who you... What... Not only like what you do, but who you work for. It says if you have the skill set to work there, you can get a better job at a decent company. Yeah, because isn't Activision and like Ubisoft, they made the Assassin's Creed games, right? If I'm thinking correctly. Because that's what's initially. I'm trying to think of like when you load a game, right? Of like the companies that, you know, made the game. Basically, that's. Ubisoft. Only Ubisoft, okay. Activision I've seen too. I guarantee you I have. I recognize all of the names. I just can't picture the video games. Ubisoft made Assassin's Creed. Okay. Yeah. Wow, that's gross, to say the least. I don't understand people. We didn't need to get rid of their Grail units. Let's bring everybody up. And there we go. Good. Those towers are wrecking me. Iron says Activision does Call of Duty and owns Blizzard, which has made StarCraft, World of Warcraft, and Diablo. Wow. That's some big, like, time game names. You know what I mean? Like, not that I've played StarCraft or World of Warcraft or Diablo, but like I just know them basically. You know, like I recognize them, especially Call of Duty. Wow. Alright, stop shooting. You climb up here and attack with him. Alright,
Bowman ready!
we're getting there, guys, I promise.
At once! Hold position! Glade guard! Steady! Tireless! Yes! Quickly!
Announces Diablo 2 is what I spent way too much time on in high school. I hope January is easy for you because I imagine deliveries slow down after December. Oh yeah, it's like a complete 180 in terms of like how busy we are. I said sounds like a cool dad. Or oh, I missed one. Mama says my dad bought our first computer just so we could play Warcraft 2 with his older brother. Logan, how we doing, buddy? Logan says tree hugging. Oh yeah. My dad did the same thing anon with he bought like a computer to do my dad was big into ancestry stuff and like work and things like that, and but then he also was really big into history, and so he found Rome Total War, and the rest has kind of been history in terms of my experience with like Total War. So, which I guess the first game I ever played was Age of Empires 1. Come on. Come on, come on. Age of Empires was really fun. I enjoyed that game a lot. Unless it's funny, I found Rome Total War from the History Channel back when it aired shows about actual history. Yeah, no kidding. And it says his graphics looked amazing back then and realistic to me. Yeah, I mean, for the game, like, at that time, like, all of those games were really freaking good.
Ready
Like,
and able!
like for, again, you know, for their time, like, all of those were really fun. Plus, it made my history classes really easy for me when I already knew, like, the topics of things that we were discussing. There we go. We got it. Hana says, my first game was Dune 2. Never even heard of that. Iron says, damn, have you watched the new Dune movie? I heard it's good. I've seen the movie Ironhead. It's not bad. They've got some big name actors in it. For me, it was just hard to follow. Like, there are a lot of things in the movie that there's no like background. They just kind of throw you into the movie, and they don't explain like why it's happening, kind of thing. And it's just like, oh, it's happening because it should be happening, kind of thing. They don't really give you like any background information. Kind of like if the Lord of the Rings movies and like the first movie with the Fellowship of the Ring, if they just didn't tell you who Sauron was, they're just like, yep, there's an evil ring, and they're gonna try and destroy it. That's kind of like how it happened. Adam says, literally, who was a big name other than actor than the Aquaman? I can't say his name. Oh no, Oscar Isaac. He's been in quite a few, like, not like big name. Like, hasn't been like the main actor, I guess. But Josh Brolin, the guy who plays Thanos, Dave Bautista, the guy who is the Marvel like science guy, he's in that movie. Yeah. So, suck on it, Adam. Occupy it. Ooh. That's not too bad. Okay, what's going to help us?
I am a lord of
Ooh, they may not even attack me. Yeah, they won't attack me here. Right. Good. Yo, definitely keep that. And we'll carry on. Not says that I heard not yet, but I plan to soon. I've heard the same complaint from Lemon Pledge. The movie isn't good for people who didn't read the book first. It says Dune was right, but you were right. Didn't know what the fuck was going on half the time. Mika's stream, screaming lady, desert scene. Yeah. Which it does say that it's like part 1, so there is some, there's more coming, but it just kind of like it just assumes that everybody knows or read the books or whatever, and it just goes like, all right, like, here's the movie. What do you? It just doesn't do a very good job of explaining like what the heck is going on. Tell you what, for now, we'll build that later on when we have money, but for now, the extra growth in adjacent provinces would be really nice. See if we can catch them in an ambush here. And we'll carry on. Logan says, hooray, the Crooked Moon banner is still waving. They're alive for now. Anna says, I know it's Dune 2 that was the second RTS and popularized the genre, even for similar games like Command & Conquer to be made. Google says Dune 2 movies coming out in 2023. Logan says, I read the book, all the movies have been crap. Yeah. Oh yeah, you bet. Which, I mean, I get that. It's like, well, read the book or whatever, you understand, but, I mean, yeah. Boom. Suck it. Can I recruit? No, I can't. That's fine. Good. More magic.
I share the forest's thoughts.
Alright, so this should... I always like the Wood Elf music. It's relaxing. Actually, we need to start getting the campaign movement range. No one will attack us here over the end turn. We don't need those guys anymore. And we'll continue on. Ironhead has Lemon read the books. I got that. No, I have not read the Dune books. Long as it says and only the first two books, because after those the story gets tedious, in my opinion. Now it says the problem with translating Dune to movie format is that so much of the quote dialogue is eternal. The 1984 movie kept the internal dialogue, but it made so many wacky changes to the story, it was bad. Interesting. Yeah, it's just, I think there was a lot of things like in the movie that seemed really cool and had potential, but then they just don't, you know, for the person that doesn't or hasn't read the books, like they just don't provide any.
Ogres, my lord.
I don't care. They don't just provide any background information. They just basically assume that everybody has read the books.
Mage of the faithful.
I'm just greedy for the wins, man. What are we up to now already? How many we got? 4? Alright. Alright. Yeah, quit recruiting lords, save some money, so we can get this up to tier 2. Yeah. The extra growth will be nice. Alright, we'll continue on. Iron says, and then whoever reads the book knows the movies. Knows the movies don't do the books justice. What a dilemma. Yeah. Logan says, ogres, my lord, those and the Scarecrow banner can win the game. Right? Manal says, right, a good example is the Bene Gesserit. Book readers know who they are, but the first time viewers are like, the Being Who, Reverend Mother, what? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like The Witcher, too. Like the Netflix series, right? Like, I knew stuff from the Netflix series because I had played the Witcher video game, like, but they don't really explain a whole lot there either. It's just kind of like, yep, this is the Witcher. Like, what'd you expect was gonna happen, you know? Alright. Good. He won't attack me for a bit yet. Do we? You're not costing us that much. That's okay. Adam says the Witcher series was a bit minkus. Yeah, I'm intrigued, like, for the next part, to kind of see like what happens. But yeah, they threw so much in with the Witcher, like the Guinevere, you know, all that stuff, like, they're just like, yep, this is Guinevere. She's, you know, gone through a lot, that kind of thing. She's really strong, but told not to use it. And then, like, 2 episodes later, it's, hey, you should, like, we need you to kill, like, this entire army in one stroke. And then she does. So, you know, it's really cool. But, like, you know, they don't explain, like, why doing that could potentially be a bad thing for her. It's just like, you know. Alright, let's... Do quartermaster. See if we can get them to come up here. They got enough now to take that back. So we'll see what happens. Ironhead says the Ogre mercenaries are units for the Ogre Kingdoms in Warhammer 3. Yes, they are. Yep. Adam says, I thought it was mad that it was overhyped. Yeah, me too, a little bit. Ron says, you can play Warhammer 3 and Warhammer 2 if you only recruit Ogre Mercs. What? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna kill you. They didn't come and attack me. That's actually kind of troublesome. Like, they're just garbage. Ironess is at a non for only one army, and you have to accumulate them from the map. Yeah. Ironess is the first Witcher game has aged so badly. But Anon says, I need to leave for the night. Good luck with the rest of the campaign, and thanks for the stream. Hey, Anon, thank you for stopping by, buddy. As always, I appreciate you being here, buddy. So this is what I'm thinking is we can attack them and probably win, but it'll be a Pyrrhic victory. And they have 19 units here. So they're definitely going to want to come back up and take Paravon. Or he could come up here and even attack me here, which we'll see what happens. Adam says the first Witcher is basically unplayable. Yeah, I haven't played The Witcher in a long time. Money would have been nice, but neither replenishment. Good. Good. Tell you what. He won't be able to. Yeah, he won't be able to reach me and attack me here. So we'll just stay there. If they take that back, no problem. We'll take it back next turn, and then move on and just keep attacking this. So we'll get more battles for the Oak of Ages.
Lord of the Glen, welcome to the halls of Athelloren. As you say,
You need me? We will see our homeland persist through all... No, just no.
That's alright. That'll help with our income too. And we will carry on. Iron says, Adam, I'll try again someday. The last time I played 1 hour and I uninstalled. That's funny. Interesting. Here they come. Alright. Good. Alright. Oh yeah. That'll be fine. Good.
One rag. Come then, messenger. Spit out your words. I agree.
Good. Don't want to deal with them anymore. And yeah, we'll be good. Wyvern, how we doing, buddy? Says I actually enjoyed The Witcher 1, but then again, I'm in a very old dock. Hey, welcome Wyvern to the stream, buddy. It's good to have you here. Ironess says, Adam, I was thinking walking around the map, which takes some time. Where's this when Witcher 3 walking around the world is fun. I agree. The Witcher 3, I did enjoy it. When it says, got all the women, game over. Get wrecked. Oh yeah. No. Actually, this might be something for you, Adam, if you're still here. So, say I get a defensive alliance with them, right? If by chance someone were to come in here and attack me, would they come and support me? I'm kind of curious. Wyvern says, I've been here just looking for dinner. Hey, good to have you here then, buddy. Alright. Trade. What am I? Tier 2? Okay. Would like to get a Glade Captain. But I think I'll do a Spell Singer first. And yep. Ooh. Yeah, we'll fight this one, man. We'll be fine. Adam says, no way do allies support you on legendary difficulty. I didn't think they would. I was just more curious because, like, they'll come in like, from my experience, right? Like, if they, as Wood Elves, you know, you're at war with them. If you're in their area of control, you know, they'll obviously come out and attack you, right? So I'm curious, like, okay, well, if I, you know, if I have all of those Wood Elf factions as a defensive ally, would, you know, if I'm at war with Skarsnik eventually or whoever, would they even try to come in and take my weaker settlements in the forest? Because, you know, they're more likely going to get a chance of running into one of the other Wood Elf, like, zone of controls basically and get attacked that way. But Minor says today played as Malekith and made military alliance, which went really well for him. I think for Dark Elves though, like confederations aren't, even as Malekith, like they're obviously easier with Malekith, but like if you're not playing as Malekith, confederations can be very difficult as Dark Elves. And so like I could see why playing as Dark Elves, you know, if you, which I know in his case he could definitely make it work because of how experienced he is, but like if you just didn't want to deal with trying to get people to confederate with you, you know, over and over and over again, you could, you know, just get military alliances, so at least you can start dragging them into wars. Adam says, yeah, it's worth a shot if you want, but I wouldn't rely on them. Oh, 100% would not, but I'm just curious because, like, I know, you know, again, from my perspective, if you get close enough to them, then they will basically sally out and attack you. But I'm just curious if they would even do that for, you know, or they just be like, oh, like, you know, Lemon Pledge is at war with them, he'll take care of them, so we don't need to waste our time and efforts on attacking them. No, come back out. Come back out. Oh, we can heal him. I forgot. Alright, slow down, slow down. Good. Logan says, well, if Scarfman gets there, he's gonna stab, but I am biased. And Aaron says, rely on the AI since when. I know, I know. They're shooting me. Let's bring him up here. He'll eventually hide again, so it'll be okay. Adam says sense never. Yeah, no kidding. I'm surprised it actually worked out for him though. That's good to hear. I very similarly, like, in Legend streams where, like, you know, he needs, whether it's, you know, Ranald with magic or other things happening, where he'll talk, be like, you know, like, well, in the testing I did of it, this happened, it worked really well, and then he tries to do the same thing and it backfires. I've definitely, since I've been streaming, feel more of that pain. Because, man, I've had some very, very bad luck in some of my campaigns where I'm, like, testing it, like, at night before or something. I'm like, oh, like, this will be fine, no problem. Stream it, try and do the same thing, and it just backfires. But, man, wow, we got quite a few people here today, so thank you, everyone. You know, it's really good to see everyone here after the last stream. Was quite, as Adam would say, was quite meekus. So I appreciate everyone coming back and enjoying the stream. Really just need to get rid of their missile units. Myron says, likewise, been meaning to visit you early. Hey, no problem, man. I know people get busy. Adam says, you're lucky, Lemon, because Google is protecting you from my dislike bot. No idea how these chat bots bypass it. I don't know, man. Maybe that's one thing that YouTube's like, hey, you know, this guy's struggling. We can't promote his stuff quite yet, but we'll protect him from the Dread Pirate himself. Long says, sometimes I actually play games instead of watching others play with a winky face. Hey, it's no problem. No, I don't think I streamed long enough to catch too many people the last time, Logan, but basically Logan on Friday, after a long week, I was like, you know, streaming, you know, I'm exhausted, but streaming sounds like it'd be a good opportunity to kind of unwind after a week, and just due to my attitude is the complete opposite. It's just not good. Aaron says, Lemon, your Discord link has expired. Oh, I'll pin it this time. So yeah, for anyone potentially new to the stream watching, my Discord is where I post a lot of updates, you know, when I'll be streaming videos, that kind of thing, because I do not have the what am I trying to do? Since I don't have like the subscriber try that one, Ironhead, and let me know if it works. I think, aren't you already part of the Discord? Let me check. I thought you were. No, actually you're not. Okay. But you will be hopefully soon. And yeah, kind of along with that, anyone new to the stream, if you're enjoying it, I'm glad to hear it. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate the support, everyone. Iron says it worked. Okay, good. Yeah. Good to hear, my friend. It says about time. I know, hopefully, another good supporter of the channel, Nicholas, I know has been quiet for some time. I hope everything is going all right for him. I know he does a lot for his family, and the last I knew, things were actually not going too well. So you guys can kind of just keep him in your thoughts. That I'm sure he would greatly appreciate that. But usually he is a very, very good supporter of the channel. I think he's from Brazil, and if I remember right, and you know, he's just, life happens, and I totally understand that. So yeah, if you guys can just kind of hope for the best for him and his family. Adam says who? His name's Nicholas. He was actually the Hood says, yo, how we doing, Hood? Good to have you here, buddy. Nicholas was actually the first like subscriber viewer to my channel, like, ever. He came, I think, from Dame's stream one day, and he stuck around, and yeah, he was I believe he does a lot for his family in terms of taking care of his grandmother, and it's been, I think, a month since I've heard, like, you know, seeing his name, like, not only on my streams but other people's streams. And so you know, every time I stream, I'm like, oh, like, maybe he'll be able to stop in today. And so yeah, I hope the best for him and his family, and that everything is going all right. So oh yeah, see, you don't even need an army with Durthu. You can just you can, you know, one-man army turn whatever turn we're on. Look at that. Not too bad. Yeah, thank you everyone for being for stopping by here today, man. Everyone. Not singular, plural. Logan says, I thought I saw him 2 weeks ago, but I hope things are going well for him. Me too. Which, I know, like, just with time zones, like, right now is not a good time to catch him. When I was still, like, searching for jobs and whatnot, and I was streaming earlier in the day, that's when I would catch him. So, like, it may just, you know, I haven't seen him just because of basically when I'm either able to actually watch other people stream or when I'm streaming. So it just depends. You know, a lot of things could be happening, but Logan says Crampton, right? No, I don't even know how to honestly say his last name. No, I know who you're talking about, Logan, but Nicholas Crampton I don't think has actually ever been to my stream before. Where is he? Oh, he doesn't have his full name on the Discord group. It begins with an A. Like if he was in the chat, it begin with an A. I can't. I just know it begins with an A. That's all I got for you guys. Adam says 4-hour battle with the Flock of Doom. Hey. Just wait till we can cast it for like 3 or 4 wins of magic, man. Weimer says rock and roll pledge, of course. Says I'm usually streaming at this time during the weekdays, but I'm off during the weekends in the evening. Look at... oh, speaking of Wyvern, I know Adam said it was a good stream, but I hope from your end it was a good Mech Warrior stream for you today. Logan says also it is December and pretty much most of Central and South America are on holiday. Grew up in Panama. Ooh. Interesting. Miscast. And these archers will miscast a lot. Adam says it was terrible for poor Wyvern. Oh man. Wyvern, I feel like you are the... Are you like, you know, if it was like you and Red Mage streaming Warhammer 2, are you the Red Mage in the Mech Warrior group? Where, you know, like, let's do this, but then you're like, dude, you know, don't do that, but then you do it anyway, even after people tell you not to do it. Which, Red Mage, if you're here, I love you, buddy. I like the headaches you give Wyvern. It's fun. Wyvern says kind of a TM Red Mage all the time, to be honest. Hey, it happens. Adam says yes, he's Red Mage. Hey, that's alright. Hey, we can't all be winners, Wyvern, it's alright. Oh, that was a waste. We'll wait till this gets up to 18 wins so we can at least cast this 3 times. I think their horsies are what are keeping them around. That way we don't have to have another hour-long siege. Wyvern said, whoever said DM Red Mage was a loser. That's not what I was saying at all. I certainly never have. He's just DM Red Mage. No, Red Mage is good times. I like him. He makes me laugh. Good. Adam says his on lost a pretty good PVC in Wyvern. Almost ripped the poor guy a new one. Wyvern says a unquantifiable element in the periodic table. And then you removed all the lost tech from the mix. Sounds like there was just a lot of like bad group decisions all around. And Adam was just like, Adam, I think all of it just falls on you, man. All of these things were happening, and did you step up and say anything? No. You just let things happen. Adam says Wyvern had to save our skins. Oh, come on, don't you guys know? Just say scum, do the quick save before you go into a fight. You goobers. Wyvern says bad group decisions or bad decisions. Next name for my co-op team. Fair enough. Like, hey, if you guys want to come watch a bunch of jackasses play Mech Warrior and probably make every bad decision, then you're in the right place. Adam says I said stuff and Wyvern almost bumped me. Fighting words, eh? Fighting words. Okay. Who's back? Their lord, or the not even a lord. It's their prophetess. Wyvern would never do that. He's a nice guy. Morn, however, see, I think Wyvern would be the guy where he'd like, you know, he's like, oh no, it's fine. You know, he like give you the he like gives you like the kiss of death as if he was like a mob boss, and then he sends his John Wick. He sends Morn, which is his John Wick equivalent, and is basically like, you shouldn't have killed my dog, dude. So like instead of getting that way, like Wyvern doesn't have to get his hands dirty. He just sends Morn in and then like puts him back in his cage, respectively. That way, like that's how Morn gets his like food, Adam. He does these like dirty, stealthy deeds for Wyvern so he can survive, and then that's how he gets out of his cage now these days. Adam says, "Yeah, that's Wyvern." I knew it, man. Like, you just gotta like see through it all. You know, he's like, he just portrays like the nice guy image while Morn's like in the cellar doing all these like things behind the. It's like, you know, literally like the behind the scenes things that Wyvern can't let people see. Oh man, come on, just army loss is. There it is. Alright. Come heal this boy. Hey, it only took like 30 minutes this time, Adam. Come on. Oh, we'll have plenty of time. Oh, son of a... That's okay. And decisive victory. Ironheart says, it's 4:42 a.m. here, so I gotta go to bed. As always, it's nice seeing you all. Hey, Ironhead, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Oh, man. You are 10 hours ahead of me. That's crazy. Have a good start to your Monday, buddy. Which also, I know she's not here, but I want to take the time to thank Dame Offensive for making me a moderator on her channel. I realized it today. I was watching her stream, and another like person's like message popped up and was asking me if I wanted to allow it, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I was like, you know, it makes sense, obviously, as to what happened. So, thank you, yeah, thank you, Dame, for trusting me with that amount of power. I promise not to let it go to my head too much. Durthu needs to get back here. And yep, now we'll start going up the lineup here. We got some money.
I share the forest's thoughts.
And yeah, it would be a Skaven rebellion. Adam says, yeah, true, let me make Wyvern work. Yeah, no kidding. Ugh. Say, Wyvern, you better go make some more coffee, man. It was weird. It like just caught me off guard because I was like just trying to like read the chat, but it was like blocking the chat. Like the next messages I couldn't see because it was just like, hey, like you know, which, you know, there are other moderators obviously on her stream. But it was just like hanging out there. I'm like, wait, I was like, I've never been a moderator for a channel before, so it just like caught me off guard. We need to get more growth, and this will definitely help once this finishes in a few turns.
At your service, the woods of Athelloren welcome you.
I'm kind of tempted to let Paravon take Paravon back and deal with the Skaven settlement, Fester Spike, because this constant corruption is just going to be annoying. Adam says, did you get the messages, Wyvern, or did you deny the message at Lemon Pledge? I did not get any atrocious message request from Adam Lacey, so which, by the way, speaking of like messages being deleted, I think it was, who was it? It wasn't Logan. I think it was, maybe it was Logan or Hood, I can't remember. I was just trying to say, like, I think it was just like, fuck, you know, and it kept blocking it. I do not have, I checked like my settings and stuff, and I do not have anything restricting like anything. So that is 100%, what says, 'twas me. Yeah, that is 100% YouTube. So yeah, that is just YouTube's not algorithm, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. That's just YouTube being YouTube. Good. Good. All right, we will carry on. Which there was something. Yeah, nothing's come on my end either, Adam. which I don't know why, because I have it set not for kids. I don't have any restrictions, and you know, Wyvern's a moderator, so it should, like, if you're saying something really bad, it still should have come. Yeah, I don't know how it's happening, basically, because I don't have any settlement. I don't have any yeah, I don't have any restrictions in terms of language, so I don't know why YouTube is doing that. I just know it's happening. Wyvern says, I think we really need to test this with an XXX link. Oh man, Wyvern. Please don't do that. Wyvern says, where's Sherm TV's link when I need it? Adam says, I tried saying fuck, but it shows it's sent for me, but you guys can't see it. Yeah, I have no idea why. Let me... I actually probably should get military access with them. Adam says, "No, we can't say stuff on DM Wyvern's chat." I don't know why it does that though. Because I don't have.
Just so.
I don't have any. We can say stuff, and I don't know why, because edit. Yeah, anyone can send messages. I'll check. No. Yeah, where it has like automatic captions, don't show potentially inappropriate words, auto captioning, you know, whatever. I don't have that clicked. So I don't have. I mean, I'll click it and unclick it, or else I'll put it on there and then I'll take it off and see what happens. So yeah, I don't know. But okay, allow. So I did have hold potentially inappropriate comments for review, but that's after the video. And then it like messages in your live chat, hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review. I don't have that selected either. So yeah, you guys should be able to, you know, as far as I can tell on my end, you guys should be able to do you guys should be able to say whatever you feel like saying. I can check with, you know, potentially Wyvern or someone else and like just go through the settings again and see if they have something clicked or enabled that I don't have enabled. But yeah, from my angle, I don't have anything that's restricting anybody. Cause like on my end, I typed, I think it was like I said shit in the chat and it sent it and showed it to everybody. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I said it's not a big deal, but it's very strange. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, it doesn't, like, you know, I'm not a person that has a curse word every other word, basically. But at the same time, it's not necessarily like, it's not like detrimental to anything, but I would kind of like to know why it's more of like why, I don't know why it's happening. Like, if I understood why it was happening, then I would be like, oh, like, okay, cool. But I just don't know what the heck's going on. Don't make me do that again. Wyvern does have hold stuff for review. Okay. Ba. Comments. All right. I have that one updated / saved. Alright, so I updated that aspect of it. Maybe it'll give, try saying something again, Adam, and see if it sends something to Wyvern this time. Not that, you know, I'll go undetected, but you never know. Hood says, YouTube sucks right now. I don't show up as a member in Dame or Mercy's chat now, even though I pay for a membership in both. Boom, look at that. It popped up. It popped up for me to allow it, but Wyvern beat me to it. There we go. Yeah, just keep moving down the line. That's fine. Oof. You can recruit and disband for a little bit. Alright. What will the lady say? Who knows? Wyvern, they might actually, you know.
You dare approach me? Ready. One ready.
No. Alright.
The nation call.
Who called?
Now, I will set aside my studies for a moment to hear your words. Of course.
Boom. Oh, we'll fight it manually just so we take minimal casualties here. Don't really trust auto-resolve. Alright. Adam says, yeah, that's so stupid. You can either not allow this stuff to be shown at all, or have it so it needs to be accepted by a moderator. Yeah, I don't understand that. That's weird. But I know this is almost done loading, but I really need to use the restroom, so I will be right back, and then we will be into this battle here. Just 1 second. Alright, I'm back, fellas, so thank you. Oh, it looks like we dropped a few. Yeah, we are. Alright. Well, this is no bueno. Alright, we should be now. Go ahead, guys, and you'll probably have to refresh your browsers, but
Glade guard!
alright. Don't really need these guys anymore, do I? Alright. Yeah, we just don't have any way to like increase our wins. Alright, you guys need to come back a little bit. Yeah, we're good. Oh shit. Kind of forgot about Municipal-Os.
Glade guard! We never miss!
Alright.
Glade guard! Glade guard! Yes!
Good.
Athol Lauren! Kill them!
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know why suddenly it's having some issues here. It just keeps going through like in the past where I've talked about like the red, yellow kind of cycle. That's what it's doing right now.
Blade guard! As you command! Swiftly! Archers ready!
I don't know why. Oh man, this is bad. I don't know why all of a sudden it's having some pretty bad issues. Good old reliable internet per always. They should die. Because they don't have anywhere to run to. Damn. Yikes. 2.5 hours. I don't understand how OBS's can go from 0 bit rates to 31,000. And then back to 0 in about 5 seconds. Man. Alright. We're back on my end. Alright. Alright, yeah. I'm just letting everything kind of catch up. Alright, good stuff. Good. Yeah, if you guys, I apologize for having to ask, but if you refresh it again, it should fix it. Good. Yep, we'll occupy it and get rid of all of that corruption. Good. And that should be going down to, yep, 0.
Wood Elf Spellweaver.
Good stuff. Alright, and... Alright, we'll carry on. Interesting. I have... Alright, there. My, No. My, YouTube studio, like, completely froze on me. So I had to, like, it had told me basically that my, like, stream had ended. It, like, just went like, oh, like, you don't want to, like, watch yourself, basically.
Glade look. Deepwood protects its sons and daughters. It shall be done.
Good. Let's just jump here, jump back over next turn. Do the vigor loss reduction. That'll be good. For now. Another cunning. It's going red on me again. Yeah, it's just cycling through a bunch of crap. It's annoying.
How may I help?
Spellweaver of Athel.
Which it could just be other people like in the apartment area using internet. That's fine. Do any of these? Yeah, we already checked. None of these do faction-wide stuff like they do with the sisters. Yeah. Damn. Alright, that's okay. Would be nice, but it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm back. That's why I need you to be like Wyvern can be my like in stream moderator. I need you to be like my physical like moderator and like just come over and kick them off. I promise it's like a cheap $1,500 ticket to get here. Just make the just hack it and make like the, there we go. Make the Wi-Fi like router and everything encrypted. Good. I need like the oh,
One with the
why can't I think of? I need you to be my brute. There we go. You're like you're my muscle. I need the muscle to kick people off. Good stuff. How much money do we need to get this to tier 3? Okay, so yeah, we'll save up and get that up to tier 3. Wyvern, why'd you send the unhappy face, my friend? Hey, Logan, your greenskins might actually be taking Carrick Norn. No. Not gonna take treaties with people that are at war with Reichland. Safeguard. Wyvern says the ladies can't get enough of the Dread Pirate. Adam Lacey's muscles. At least that's what they all tell me, right? Like, it'll be good for you, Adam. You'll get some more lady exposure. It'll be good for me, for the channel. Be like, dude, like, you might be you could very well be the reason the channel receives its first, like, female subscriber, man. Well, I shouldn't say that. Oh, why can't I think?
What would you have of me? More.
Hold up. Hold up. There's a female from Wyvern's group that subbed to me a while back. I think it begins with a V. It's been a long time, though. Yeah, I can't go through all those notifications. But yeah, I haven't actually seen her on one of my streams yet, but I do technically have a female subscriber. Adam says your fiance isn't sub. No. Holy cow. Yeah, well, I don't I'm gonna lose that if I don't do that. So, R.I.P. Yeah, let's get him better in melee. Oh, did I lose my... Did I recruit one? I don't know. Oh, I didn't think I recruited one. Alright, we will carry on. Wyvern says you stole my female, give her back. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. So technically I have two. I technically have 2 female subscribers. It begins with a V. I can't think of it. I feel bad now. Hey, that's fortunate. Oh man, this is gonna bother me. I'll actually take that. That's not too bad for the army we're going to go for. Yep. Good. Actually. Good. Wyvern says Sherm has nothing but the ladies. Adam says, can't believe your fiance isn't subbed. Wyvern says must be his OnlyFans. I watched Sherm stream the other day. He had like 5 or 6 female stream that I think like went to school with him or something like that. So yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, Adam, I don't think Battle Pilgrims. That's fine. You can take that back. No, she doesn't. I don't think she has a. Like, she's never, like, I don't think, like, watched YouTube streams, so she doesn't, like, have a, like, YouTube name, technically. Caesar, how are we doing, buddy? I saw you earlier on Dame stream. It's good to have you here. Ariel's chosen. It says, yo, my man, how's the campaign going? Wood elves are fun. A bit slow economy, but those archers, yeah, it's going good. Turn 26, about just under 3 hours in. Yeah, it's good. Nothing, you know, too crazy has happened just yet. But we are. Oh yeah, we're gonna smack these guys around. Yeah, we'll be fine. Adam says everyone has a good. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, like, okay, she has a Google account for email, but she doesn't use it, like, to watch YouTube videos. There we go. Just get her in here so she can see me scold her. I think she might be the one to scold you, man. I don't know if you're ready for the smoke.
Defenders of Athelloren.
Oh man.
Blade guard.
Hey, I will sell you my dog after the crap he's been doing the last few days.
Children of Athelloren. Blade guard.
Oh, he's been like
Defenders of Athelloren.
yesterday. He was just constantly just
Blade
annoying, and like usually he's pretty good about. What the heck?
Ready to serve.
What the heck? Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why it's suddenly doing this. Oh man, this is freaking annoying. Yeah, my constant like bitrate right now is just 0. Hap says you won't be allowed to stream when I'm done with her at limit pledge. Or she'll just be like, hey, you're not allowed to she'll just have me block you, Adam, from my streams. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on. It's like right now it says I have definitely like healthy enough bitrate, but it's obviously not healthy. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, this is annoying. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, it's telling me my bitrate is fine, and then it's still not just being consistent, obviously. Am says, don't show your Wi-Fi on stream, dude. I mean, what would people do with a crap internet? Which also kind of brings me to a question. So my like. I shouldn't have done that during a live stream. So like my game capture stuff, right? So like, if Legend needs to black his gaming stream, he can do it like instantly, and then I've tried to do it, and it takes like forever for my like system to realize like, oh, he doesn't want us like to record his like main screen right now, and I don't know why it takes so long for it to realize that. But yeah, I'm like, I didn't show any passwords or anything, and again, what are people going to do with the name of the wireless internet? Yeah, I don't know why it's, I mean, it's just crappy internet, like, that's what it comes down to, but I don't know why now it's suddenly deciding to have so many issues. Let's bring these guys up. It might take a little bit of damage here and there, but it'll be alright. Alright. Yeah, I don't on my end, it's severely behind. Even like on my YouTube studio. So yeah, don't be too fussed about it, guys. I just don't know why suddenly I'm having issues. Oh, what the heck? He's just gonna shoot the wall? Oh wow, that actually worked out somehow. But yeah, I don't know why it's now deciding to have issues. Window capture, maybe? I don't. Oh shit. I can ask you guys when I'm not in a battle and not kind of distracted how to change certain things on a stream, or you know, how to black my screen instantly if I want to look at things. Oh, I mean, I know one way around it. What I could do, but I could technically play on like my screen too.
We never miss.
I apologize for this, guys. I know this has got to be annoying. Durthu is just, holy cow. Mine's behind, my own YouTube studio is behind like 5 minutes.
Glade guard.
Just more people using the internet is all. Says find your approximate location. I mean, Fairbanks itself, for being like a quote big city in Alaska, like, I mean, it's It's really not a city, comparatively speaking. It is for Alaska, but not for, yeah. I mean, plus, so, I mean, this isn't that big of a deal. The name of the internet is based off a river that's hundreds of miles long. But at the same time, like, says you should be able to just have to capture the application rather than the screen. So I have like game capture, display ooh, I bet it's. Let's just mess with it right now. Yeah, game capture. There we go. So yeah, I figured it out. See, look at that. Do a little testing and you can get it. I have to have the game capture and display capture like blacked out. And then it blocks everything. Yeah, I apologize. You have to watch it in the VOD, this battle. It's really not anything too crazy. It's a bunch of melee getting shot by my missiles. Durthu being a tank. Yeah, it's gonna hurt the magic rate, recharge rate a little bit, but good. Wonder. Come on. Come on. Give me the freaking army losses already. Oh, shoot.